right, good morning. We're gonna do another drive video. I say another, you guys didn't see the other drive videos because they ended up sounding like crap, so I redid them without the driving. And today's topic for this forward thinking video, which is what this is gonna be, so episode 2, is going to be a twofer because these two topics go hand in hand. So, we're going to be discussing today consent and rape culture. Now, I want to talk about consent first, and I am going to use an interview that was done, and it was more of a sit down and chat kind of thing than an interview. I use the word interview very lightly. It was done with Tyrese, Reverend Run, DMC, and Amber Rose. Now, a lot of people don't respect Amber Rose because she started out as a stripper. Well, I respect her a lot because if you look at some of her interviews, she does say things that make a lot of sense. She's very eloquent, but also simple at the same time. So that's why I'm going to use her explanation of consent, because it is simple, but it is also quite eloquent. Now, in this interview, and I'm going to ad-lib some, I'm not going to say it verbatim because I don't have it in front of me, obviously, and I don't have it totally memorized. But in this interview, in this sit-down and chat thing, the first thing that I saw, because we only get to see a snippet of it, is Tyrese saying, that he feels like Amber Rose, her fans are there's a certain level of comfortability with them. They feel like they can just grope her and touch her any type of way because of, according to him, the way that she handles herself, the way that she carries herself, and the clothes that she wears. He further goes on to try and prove his point by saying, well, for instance, if you see a ball player and you know he's a ball player, you're probably going to ask him if he wants to play ball with you. So Amber Rose doesn't get mad, doesn't get defensive or anything, but she looks at Tyrese, looks at Reverend Run, and says, I'm going to break it down for you. If we are in bed, if I am laying butt-ass naked in his bed, and he's got his condom on, and I say, no, I don't want to do this anymore, that means no. Period. It does not matter how far I take it. No means no. Well, then Reverend Run DMC looks at her and says, he quotes this thing that we all probably know, which is, dress how you want to be addressed. And Amber Rose says something to the effect of, boo, no. It basically insinuates that it's bullshit. And this is her argument for that. If I go to the club with my girls and I get dressed up and I'm wearing a short skirt and I feel sexy and I look cute, I'm not going to the club to see you, to do things with you. I am not DTR or DTF, which means down to fuck. I'm not even looking at you. I'm there with my girls trying to have a good time and wanting to look cute. That's it. It's that simple. It doesn't matter what I wear. Now, again, this entire argument is eloquent and beautiful and wonderful and simple simultaneously. And that is what makes it so fucking amazing to me that people still don't understand the concept of consent and rape culture. Now, I'm going to get to the rape culture part, because if you don't understand the consent part, then I feel like you are deliberately missing the point. How about instead of teaching women and teaching girls that clothes will protect them, that if you wear more clothing and if you cover everything up and if you dress modestly, men won't rape you? How about we teach our boys that it is not okay to physically and sexually accidentally assault somebody in that fashion regardless of what they are wearing. You do not touch a person unless you have their explicit consent. Unless you say, hey, is this okay? And they say, yes, then you don't fucking do that shit. It's not okay. There are plenty of women who were fully clothed when they were sexually assaulted. Clothing does not protect you. You know, and I'm not going to sit here and say that we're not animals, because that's not true. We are absolutely animals. Look at our biology. We're animals. But we have a higher consciousness than most animals in the animal kingdom. So why don't we use it instead of being barbaric? Because that is what we are being, is barbaric. When you rape a woman and you think it's okay because of what she's wearing, that's a barbaric practice. Now, I've heard the argument that, I teach them to dress a certain way because it's traditional. What is traditional about telling your little girl that she's not allowed to wear a cute tutu skirt because the boys at school might be distracted? Please tell me how precisely this is traditional values. I don't want to hear that, because it's crap. It's utter and complete crap. The same shit that we've been telling little girls and women since the dawn of time. If you cover up everything, then they won't sexually assault you. I myself, as a sexual assault victim, was told many times over that it was my fault. That I did something to provoke them, and we're constantly, did you do something to make him mad? Did you upset him? Did you say something that was out of the way? No, fuck that. And I don't want to leave out the men. Men get raped too. And again, the same thing applies. You shouldn't have to wear something that covers literally every inch of your body to keep somebody from raping you. And it doesn't work. It does not work. It's called self-control. How about we teach that to our children? Do not rape people. It's not okay. That is a moral code that I can stand by. Period. You do not rape someone. That is not okay. It is barbaric, it is cruel, and it's a violation. Stop teaching gay little boys that it's wrong to be gay, because if they're gay, they obviously want to be raped up the ass. That shit's not acceptable. Don't teach your children the same shit that has been taught over and over and over again that does not work. Because it doesn't work, and it is bullshit. And it needs to be fixed. Our children need to be taught better. Period. But I'm going to leave it at that. If you want to find that interview with Run DMC and Tyrese and Amber Rose, literally, you can probably just Google it. It should pop up. You'll probably only get a snippet. That's all I could really find of the interview was a snippet, so I don't know how the whole conversation started. If you have any questions, comments, anything, you can put it in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.